Hi everyone, this is Rab Guderian, and I'm doing an example for you today. I talked about this in my first lecture about functions, and I decided it didn't really fit into any other lecture slide, but thought it's a very nice example of how to break down a problem and what to do when you see repeated code. So with functions, repeated code is bad. If you made a mistake in one of those pieces of code and you fix it, you have to fix it everywhere else. So if you ever do copy, paste, 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 you could probably write a function and then maintain one piece of working code and then call that code multiple times. So what's the problem with this code? Well, it's repeated. I have open a book, I create a set, I read this book into the set, I close that book. Here I'm opening the next book, and then I create a set. Well, this is the exact same code. I don't want that. So when you see repeated code, think about what inputs it has. The only difference is the name of the book. Okay, so let's write a function to def make unique make word set. And I'm going to pass in using a parameter, or well, I'm going to have a parameter that is book name. People pass in the book they want to read, and that's awesome. And then I can, I'll need all this. This is a word count using a dictionary. That's easy enough to change. Oh yeah, no, that's vestigial code. Okay, good. This is the idea. Read in a book, and instead of Alice, it's going to be abstract. It's going to be some book name. I don't really care what that book name is. It's a book name. Then first book, this doesn't actually make sense anymore, and this is words, just words. And we're going to add all the words to my list of words, and then what? I'm going to return that. Because that's what I really wanted out of all this code, right? I wanted to get my list of words. Well, it's not a list, it's a set of words. In here, I assume this works. Split, add each word here, close. Seems fine. So now, I'm going to do that with Frankenstein too. I closed the book. That's good. So now I'm going to have Alice. I don't want to write Frankenstein again. Don't want to spell it wrong. I'm going to have Alice is equal to make word set of alice.txt. And this one is going to be make a word set of frankenstein.txt. Don't help me. Don't help me, Spider. Oh, the key commands are different than the other IDEs I use, and it's actually quite annoying. Alice and Frank. There you go. Make word set Frankenstein. Okay. So now I want to do the actual work of doing the difference between the first book and the second book, which is now Alice and Frank. So now my main line has much less in it. It's just the script of what I want it to do. Give me everything from Alice and give me everything from Frankenstein and do the difference. Could I do even more? Well, this program has an idea, doesn't it? I want, this is different words. I want to say, I'm going to change this to common words, just because I think that's more compelling. Def get common words. And these are going to be two books or a list of books. Let's do a list of books. And here, I'm going to say, this gets pretty cool. I'm going to have a list of sets, which is initially empty. All books. All sets. Let's call it all sets. All word sets, and it's empty. Then for each book in my list of books, I'm going to say a word set, and I'm doing this in 2 lines. I could do it in 1. I'm choosing to do it in 2. Is equal to make word set of this book. Good. Awesome. Now I need to Alice and Frankenstein down here. Instead of making word sets here, I'm going to say the intersection, I guess all words, common, is equal to get common words. And then I'm going to pass it a list of Alice in Wonderland. And then comma, Frankenstein. And that has to end at my list. And that is one argument. I could abstract this out. Maybe that'd be pretty. The books are these things, and then I'm going to pass in the books. Now I have to do one more thing. I'll print out common. I need to get the intersection of all these sets. I believe I can only do one at a time. So I need to have ooh, this is actually somewhat complex, but maybe that's okay. I need to have my okay. I need all my all sets. I could do this live, couldn't I? I don't need 2 for loops, but I'm going to choose to do that. Is equal to append the word set. Now I have all of these sets kicking around. How do I get the intersection of each and every set? Well, what I'm going to do is say, well, if I only had one book, that would be my response. Once there's 2 books, I need to have an intersection and then save the intersection to that book. So what I'm going to say is first is equal to true, because we haven't seen anything yet. And then the set, I'm going to assume, ooh, that's easy. That's even easier. I'll solve this way too. Oh. There's so many things I want to show you. I'm going to do it this way first, and then I'll use the Boolean. The set is going to be the first book. I'm going to assume there's one book, and that's a bad assumption, but that's okay. List of, or I guess all sets, sub 0. So for book in list of books, oh, sorry, all sets. For, I could call it book. I could call it this current set. Then I'm going to do a intersection. So now consider, go away, I have all these sets. S1, S2, S3. Now I'm saying that my set is going to be equal to this for all of my common. So common and S1 are going to be actually the same object from what I'm doing, and that's okay. And then I'm going to say, what is the intersection between S1 and common? Well, what is the intersection between us and us? It's the entire set. And then I can have this common say, okay, do the intersection with this, and then do the intersection with this. And I'll keep on saving it back to this common, and then that will end up being only the words that are common across all books. Okay, let's do that. So the set is equal to the set dot intersection. Oh, nice. It actually knows that it's a set with this set. So again, it's going to do a little bit of extra work by doing the intersection of this book and the same book. And then it'll do the intersection of this book and the next book, and then save that. And that intersection is what we'll keep. And so now I have this, only the words in the first 2 books, intersection with the 3rd book, and save that. And then finally, I can say return the set. So what was the other way I was considering doing this? So I'm going to call it get common words 2. The other way I was thinking about doing this is saying, instead of this line of code, I'm going to say the set is equal to nothing, or just a set, or it doesn't really matter because I'm going to overwrite it. I'm going to say is first is equal to true. So I'm going to say if is first, then that is my set. So then the set is equal to this set. And then is first, I don't know how many times I've typed that in my life. Then is first is false. Otherwise, do the intersection, the same intersection, and work that way. And it's the same math there. So what I'm saying instead of this is I'm saying I have 3 sets. And the first time when I have this overall common set, I'm going to say, okay, it's this whole thing. And then this, the set is going to just be whatever S1 is. Then the second time, okay, I have a new set. I actually have to do an intersection this time. Do the intersection. The third time, okay, well, I have an intersection again. I'm going to call that intersection. That's probably the way I'd do it as like, you know, knee-jerk reaction. I kind of rethought my code, halfway through and realized there's maybe a better answer. And which one's better? Which one's faster? Arguably, this one's faster, the second one, but not by a lot, not by anything meaningful. This intersection is super duper fast. So it'll save us a little bit of time, but in the grand scheme of things, not a whole lot. Does this work? I haven't actually run it. Yeah, it does. I've programmed for too long. I shouldn't be able to write 50 lines of code untested and have it work. But the neat thing is I can swap out this and say get common words and get common words too. And the implementation has changed. But all I am really expecting is I'm going to pass you a set of books. You pass me back all of the common words. And this does all of the heavy lifting of getting all the books and doing all the intersections. Oh, but I don't actually want to read in the book here. That'd be too much work for this function. Okay, I'm going to call this, we'll call a function that will read in a book. And then it'll read in the book, give me a set, I do all the difference, and that's good. As a challenge to yourself, try writing this as one for loop. It's possible. I think that code will be a little bit uglier, but that's fine. It would be fast. That would actually be quite fast. Not quite faster. We'll talk about big O one sooner or later. It would be faster, but not noticeably faster. Have a good day.